Hello, I'm Laura, and this is Thursday, May 1st, 2025. When I went to look up the meaning of May Day, I discovered a plethora of things to think about, to honor, and to celebrate today. And I'd like to share some of them with you. First of all, let's get the tricky one out of the way. You know, the term May Day, what it has meant when you've seen it in movies or in fiction or even in real life. It is people who are calling out of distress. And it actually is an international distress call. It was chosen as that term because it is easy for everyone to understand over the radio waves. And it started in 1923 when air traffic over the English Channel had just begun to pick up in population, and sometimes aircrafts would get into distress. And when they said SOS, it couldn't be clearly understood. So they used the French word m'aide, which means help me, help me. Mayday, Mayday. Well, there's another side to Mayday, and it is called Beltane. And Beltane is the May Day celebration that we are familiar with. The flourishing of maypole dances and picnics and things that honor the fruits of spring. You see, Beltane is an ancient Gaelic word for the day that fell halfway between the spring equinox and the summer solstice, and it means bright fire. And it is a time when farmers and herdsmen would light their fires to show the way to the higher pastures in which their flocks grazed for the summer. The third thing that this May Day is the National Day of Prayer in the United States. It started with Harry S. Truman and the Congress that decided there would be a day in which all people of all faiths and beliefs could come together and pray. And that was all the way back in 1952, and it is still going. I participated in one myself when I was a minister in Virginia. And finally, today is International Workers' Day. Now, we in the U.S. celebrate our Labor Day in September, but International Workers' Day is also based on an American event. It was the 1886 Haymarket Square riots in Chicago, in which people were protesting for an 8-hour work day. And many were killed by the violence that ensued. And so we look to the struggles of workers over time, and we honor them by knowing our labors are not in vain and that they do bear good fruit. So bringing it all together, we can know that if we ever feel distressed, May Day, May Day, we can light the fire of prayer within and take the flocks of our thoughts to higher ground and honor the fruits of our labors, both past and those yet to come. So we're going to do that right now, celebrating and honoring all that May Day is in prayer, as we take a deep breath and close our eyes and focus on this thought. Standing on the threshold between what was and what will be, I lift my thoughts to higher ground through prayer as I celebrate life and anticipate the good fruits of my labors. Standing on the threshold between what was and what will be, I lift my thoughts to the higher ground of prayer as I celebrate life and anticipate the good fruits of my labors. And so it is. So this day is a beautiful reminder that whenever you feel distressed, Mayday, Mayday, you can turn within and light the fire of your prayers to lift your thoughts to higher ground and to anticipate the good fruits of your labors and to celebrate life today. This is the gift of this day. Have a wonderful May Day.